Ooh, I have a swivel, fishing swivel. Pretty much there, all this lint. All right, in this video, I'm going to be cleaning out the exhaust on this dryer. I'm going to do a couple different things. I am going to try to use this brush to run through the outside, and then I have a whole kit. I'll show you that kit here in about a second. But I have a kit that I'm going to be able to hook my shop vac up to and run this brush through at the same time. The shop vac should be sucking all that lint that's in my exhaust from my dryer. Now, the reason you're going to want to do this, because if you start getting that buildup, you could cause a fire. Along with, it should make your dryer a lot more efficient. Now, my dryer may be different than yours, so hopefully this video does help you out. I'm going to try to take this whole front cover off, because I will show you, I'm going to use a camera that I can hook to my cell phone that I can shove down inside here and show you there's a fan down here. I found my fan, so I'm going to try to rip this off and clean that fan out, and then clean any of the lint that's inside here out. So your dryer may be a little different, but if you do want to buy this little camera that it hooks right to your phone, like mine hooks to an iPhone, I think it does work for Android also, so you'd have to read on that, but it's not really that expensive and it will come in handy for other stuff. So all right, this is everything that came in my kit. You have all these rods for if you have a longer exhaust port on your dryer. It did come with this fancy little brush that you can put that on these rods, so you could either use this in your drill or you could just run it inside when I take like that front cover off to try to break up some of that lint. Came with this. This is a kind of a neat little piece you're going to be able to stick back in there, and it has a little claw here on the end that I can reach in and grab stuff. I don't know why. For some reason it did come with electrical tape, maybe to try to tape like something like this onto your exhaust port. This is supposed to go on the inside. I don't think I'm going to use that part, but plan on probably using this, maybe this, these rods, maybe this piece here does hook up to your, like a shop vac. And I'll show you the two different shop vacs I have that will connect to this. Comes with some really fancy gloves. If you wear these gloves, it will work a lot better. Yeah, maybe not, but you're probably going to need a drill. And it came with these pieces right here. I have these kind of like separate, because all these pieces, in case you buy this kit, are in this box. And one reason I want to show you that is because you have this little piece right here. This is what's going to get hooked onto your drill. Don't lose that piece. And this is the little brush that's going to go through the exhaust port. And this is the piece I was talking about that my shop vac can go on this hole. And you take this little cap off, and that the brush will go on here, right through here like that. And I'll be able to be sucking and running the brush at the same time. And this is my camera I was talking about. This is what I'm going to hook up. Has a little tiny camera right here on the end, so I can show you how good or bad all the lint is in my dryer, and then what it looks like when we're done. Your dryer may be different, but mine takes a T25 to take that front off. And it came with a bag. I'm not really sure how much I really needed this bag. I'm sure everybody has a bag, but then you're going to need a shop vac. This is a rigid shop vac, and the end of my shop vac hose, you see, is outside diameter is 2 1/4 inches is the outside, like the outside of this plastic, because if you measure the inside it's a little smaller, so like 2 1/4 inches. The same kit will fit on a shop vac like this. This hose is smaller. Let's see how big this hose is. So if you have a different shop vac, I'm going to use my bigger one because it does have a better suction, but the exterior size of this pipe is, say, 1 3/4 inch. So both of these fit, as I'll show you. Like this piece here that I'm going to hook my shop vac to, I pull this piece out, and then I can put my bigger one in there. If you have the smaller shop vac, you leave this piece in. But I'm not going to need that piece, so pretty slick. All right, now let's get to cleaning. Oh, and one other thing, if you have a big shop vac or a small shop vac, I recommend taking the filter out of it. Either put a brand new filter in or just clean your filter. I clean my filter over and over and over, and I just keep using the same filter. The filter I do have in this one, I know for some reason you have it rigid. I bought a filter that you could actually clean it with water and let it dry out. But clean the filter, because you're going to have you'll get a lot better suction out of your shop vac, and I think it's going to help to get as much suction as I can, like on the outside of this exhaust port on this dryer. All right, now I'm going to hook my camera up, and I'll show you down inside here where you would get your lint out of. Now, if you have like a different type of dryer and your lint somewhere else, maybe you can get a camera like this and stick it down there and look how bad or good it is. But like I said, this is how I kind of figured out. I seen my fan down in here, and I really want to clean that fan. So hoping that when I take this front off, I can clean that good. But once you download this app, this thing works really slick. All right, plug that in. But I can go right down in here, and there's a light. There's a light on the end of this. Pretty slick. But that's what it looks like. Straight down in. All that gook. There's a bunch of junk. Look at all that. And then when I go down in there, I have to bend this so I can look around the corner. Right there is my fan. See all that lint on that fan? That needs to be cleaned up. I think I can clean that all out. So that's what it looks like on the inside. So now I'm going to take this front off. It's kind of nice having that camera. That's when I knew I really needed to clean this. Four screws in the door. I have a couple down underneath here that are real small, like quarter inch little screws. Put that in there. Just these four, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what's gonna happen. These Phillips over here. All right, this is turning into a little more job than I expected. All right, I have two 5/16 inch screws that are right in the back of this top that I gotta take out. You think they'd make this easier so I didn't have to do all that. I just want to get this front off. But to get this front off, I got to take the top off, to take this off, to take this front off. Crazy, but nothing is ever easy. And I haven't cleaned this for, I don't know, since we had these washer and dryers. I'm going to take this off. Hopefully my beautiful head doesn't blind you because I'm getting hot. 5/16. I got two back here. I'm not going to show you. They're right on the corners. Just don't drop them if you're doing what I'm doing. One. And, oh my gosh, you should also unplug your dryer so you don't electrocute yourself when you get inside. And 2. All right, now this, I should be able to push it. Yep, push it back and it should pop right off. So that's top comes off easy. All right, I gotta disconnect this right here. I think it's for the door switch. It says it's a little tab you gotta pull out. Come on, baby. There we go. And some of this other stuff, but don't fly. It stays up there. It's for the touchpad. It has to come off too. That's that. All right, this little switch here, I had to push this over. There's a little tab there you have to push over before that comes out. Same thing with this one. You have to push this over to pull that out. Now everything's disconnected. Now I have a couple little 1/4 inch screws right here on the corners. The closest ones to you. There's like 2 here, but I got to take the closest out. All right, I got all this vacuumed out. There was dust all over there. I don't know if I got that. I think I forgot to turn my camera on, but pretty simple. And I took a screw out there, there, and there. All 1/4 inch screws. There's a strap right here I have to take off. So take that off. That. So that's 4 screws on that. And then this strap will come off. There we go, baby. If I remember how to put that back on. Now this, I should unhook this All right, this plug right here, there's two little tabs here you just got to squeeze together to unplug that, just to get that out of your way. There we go. And there was all that junk that I was showing you on with my little camera. Let's clean that out. All right, that's clean. Now I can. This is the fan you seen in that little video. I'm gonna try to clean that out better. That looks pretty bad. All right, this is what this fan looks like. Look at that. It's just really built up in there. This should be a lot more efficient with my dog hair. So let me shop back that out. This is where I'm going to take this piece and you can shove this on there. Like that. This seems to actually fit easier on the littler one, but I can put this on there. And that I can shove way back in there and suck all that crap out. So I should have showed you, but I did dump my entire shop vac, kind of for me, and so I can show you guys how much crap I get out of this. Just be careful around this too. You don't want to mess all this. There's like foam around there, so you don't want to mess that foam up. So be careful around that. But now I use that. I wouldn't recommend running this on your shop vac for a real long time, because it kind of, I think it might make your shop vac overheat, because sucking that air through that little tiny hose. But I got most of that. There's still some back in there, but not that bad. 100 times better right here. Now I might see if I can take this cover right off. I think I can. The screw there. Just one screw. Oh, look at that. That comes off. Because right here is where there's the hose is about that big. Right there, it goes directly to the back of my dryer. And then it just kind of goes up and then outside. So it'd be nice if I could get in there, but I really don't want to rip more of this apart. So I'm going to take this camera and look in there. Video. So I can make a video for you guys. Record. Okay, let me see. No. I just want to look in there. So I want to go like right to there. So I can stick it in there. Oh, it doesn't even look that dirty there. Good. Oh, look at that. There, it's not that bad. I can see all the way down in the back where the hose hooks in. That don't even look that dirty. Like from here on out, I really don't think it's that bad. But I got that brush, so I am going to try to run it through the back, because I'll show you what it looks like in the back. I kind of believe this is all I had to clean out, and the back's not real bad, but I'll show you. I think I'm going to put this all back together now while it's fresh in my head, and then I'm going to go outside and do the suction out there, because I don't need to be in here for that. Just like that. One screw in there. If you're using power tools, be real careful you don't strip that stuff out. Push that up over top of that. 3 screws here at the top.
Here.
Tighten up just a little. And then there's a strap. And you got this little strap that goes at the bottom. And that goes in just like that. All right, this strap, in case you didn't see, that's gonna go, see, like that. Clip that over like that. Okay. And then it just hooks in like that. And then there's going to be a hole right there. You got to put that a screw back in. It should be all hooked together. That's good. Now let's plug this back up. This is a pain in the butt. I've made a penny so far. I don't know if it's worth it. And that slides down over that. There we go. Now you can slide that down over them 2 screws there at the bottom. Don't forget this wire you have here at the top. If you do have one like mine, it's got to go through there so you can plug it back in somehow. Right here in the corner. Now, I can put these 3 screws in the top. We can put this front back on. Make sure you slide these 2 wires through this big hole right here. So you have this one in the center that's got to go in that hole. And then you have a piece here on the right and left that clip down in these holes on the right and left. So if you're wondering why it's not going together real easy, it seems like it comes off easier, it goes on. But just so you know that, it goes on pretty simple, I think. There we go. Those 2 wires are through. There we go. I can put my knob back on. There. Now I can put all these screws back in here. Put these T25 ones in, these 4 around the corners. Said if you are using a drill like me, be very careful. I'm only just going a couple clicks, and you can check it by hand if you want. These 4 that I got left are for the door. Those 2, these are Phillips right here. These are 2 Phillips. Before you put the top back on, make sure you plug everything back in. You should have 3 things you unplugged. 1, they should plug in pretty simple. There we go, that's that. This top should just slide on. My top looks smushed because I think I sat on it one time or another. I'll have to go back on there, like that. Don't forget about, there's 2 screws that go right here at the corners. I almost forgot those ones. And slide your top on. There we go. And I have 2 screws in the back. I was so scared I forgot something. I forgot there's 4 screws here at the bottom. There's 2 in the center and 2 on the sides. I thought I missed something in the inside. Phew! That'd have sucked. Some of this stuff is just sheet metal, so don't go crazy on it. Like these ones. These seem tighten too. Just a little bit in the center. Okay, there. Now all I have left in here is these 4 in the door, the 2 in the back. Then we're gonna go outside, try to clean that out. This was kind of a pain in the butt, really wasn't that hard. So just pay attention to what you're doing. And hopefully this video helps you out a little bit with all these dang screws, especially if you have the same one. Now if I don't drop these down in. All right, them 2 back screws for me were the hardest because at one time I think I got on top of this and I dented this a little. So hopefully if yours is not dented, it will probably go together a lot easier. Or if you can get behind your dryer easier, it would be 100 times easier. All I gotta do is put this door on now. And then I'm done in here. We'll go outside. And I gotta help my boy, because he needs help with something. I should be able to take these little hooks and hook it over that. I'd recommend starting these a little bit by hand, just a little. You don't want to strip them out. Probably wouldn't hurt to start a lot of these by hand. Oh crap. Oh, this is hard on my knees. All right, now I'm outside, and I don't know how your dryer vent is, but you should probably clean all this stuff off. First, let me show you how dirty this is. It's really not that bad. I think the worst part of this, really, and where you would maybe something could catch on fire, would be that first part I cleaned inside my dryer. When all that stuff builds up in there, you got a heating element in there somewhere. So if that heating element starts to hit any of that little bit of fine lint, it could catch on fire. I really don't believe this is as bad, but I'm going to show you here with this camera. Push that in. I'm going to look down. Okay, we're going to go in and look down just to show you, because I know mine goes down. If yours goes to the right or the left, you're going to have to move yours a different way. Put this in here. Right there. That's all the way down my pipe. And it really don't look that bad, but I'm gonna try to run this brush in there and get some of that out. And like I said, I showed you underneath, it really wasn't that bad. So, all right, now down outside here, this is all I got, my shop vac. I did get this little brush thingy, and there's a really important part here. I'm gonna tell you, you gotta have your drill. Like, if you know anything about drills and you want to like put a screw in, you're going to want your drill to go that way. Like I'm screwing something on or screwing a bolt in. You don't want to be going in reverse. You want to be going forward, because all this stuff screws together, going like screwing a screw in a hole. And if you go put this all together and you go in reverse, this dang piece is going to come off inside your dryer vent, and then it's going to be, then you got to rip everything apart to get it back out. So make sure your drill is on forward, not reverse. Like I said, like you're putting a screw in. Like, at least on this Craftsman, I got to hit this side of my thing. And watch, I'll show you which way it's going to spin. Watch. See, it's spinning that way. Or if you're looking at it this way, it's spinning this way. Okay, very important. I got that brush, and I only got 3 of my rods because mine is only so long. I kind of measured. This is how much I'm going to need to go in, down that 90, and then hit the other 90 at the bottom. And I already looked inside. It was pretty clean in there, so not going to worry about that. And then I just got a couple of these other brushes, maybe this, I don't know. And probably the most important piece is this. But first, let me clean this outside. up. I'm just only gonna have one of these on and that brush. And then, oh, yep, that really important piece that came in that box, you need that. You need to put this in your drill. See, I'm gonna tighten that up on there and then I'm not gonna switch which way I'm going. Okay, now, put this on here, just one. Oop, no, don't put that on there yet. Now I'm gonna take this, and what I'm gonna do, because mine goes in my house and then it goes straight down 90, I'm gonna put this at the top. But you gotta put that through that hole first, like that. And we can stick that in there, and this should go that hole. This piece was a little tricky. You kind of, like, if you look in there, there was one, that pipe that goes inside my house, you'll see where, like, the pipe, they have flat metal and it rolls up around and it connects together at the top. Well, that's where I started this, and I put it in at the top and I just kind of worked my way around. So it's kind of probably nice that it's in there tight. Now I can hook my shop back in there. Hook this on. Now when I'm pushing this in there and I'm going to go around that curve, that 90, for at least for me, it's a 90 right in the beginning. I want to keep this spinning. I mean, maybe not, probably don't have to go super fast, but I want to keep it spinning. It's going to help it go around that 90. Turn my shop back on. All right, I got it in that far. I'm gonna put this other one on. When I took that off, very important, I held on to that. Don't let that start spinning. You don't want to take your brush off. You'll be in trouble. I mean, it might not be a bad idea just to start with all these on there, but you might need help because could be way out far from it. I do recommend that. Just get this all put together, the length you think you need, and then start running it. I'm doing this because I want my camera to be close by, so I wanted you guys to be able to see kind of what I was doing. All right, turn this on again. Now I'm still running, going forward. Don't never go in reverse and unscrew everything. That's about it. Ooh, that's kick. All right, that should be it. Let's see how much different it looks. Let's put my camera back in. Now, let me stick my camera in there now and see if it looks any different. Plug this in. Well, there's the beginning. No big lint. There's down the hole. It looks a little better. Probably could have run it up and down there a couple more times. But that's going to push against that one wall more. So there is still some air. But I think that's all right. That little bit in there ain't going to hurt that. Like I said, most of that that could be hazardous was inside my dryer. I think that should help this thing dry a lot quicker, be a lot more efficient, and I don't have to worry about catching anything on fire. But well, that's it for this video. I know if you watch this and you have a different kind of dryer, you're gonna have to worry about ripping this apart. But I think this, I really believe this little kit, this kit I got, like with this and some of these brushes, really did help. So if you want to check that kit out, I'll have that down in this description. So that should help you on any dryer. I hope this helped you out a little bit, even if you have a different dryer. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave me a comment down below, even if it's just saying thank you for this video, or just let me know where you guys live. I love reading all these comments of where these people live, and then read some of the comments. I got people all over the place that watch these videos. But hit that subscribe button. That really helps me out, helps support my channel. And also, like those links down below, that does help support my channel. I make like a tiny little itty bitty commission off it, not that much, and it doesn't cost you guys anything more. Give this video a thumbs up. God bless and have a great day. All right, let me show you real quick all that lint that I sucked out from inside my dryer. And I just have a small little pipe that I sucked it out of from my exhaust, my dryer exhaust. There's a couple leaves in here because I must have sucked them in when I did at the end. But this here is all the lint like that. Ooh, I have a swivel, fishing swivel. Pretty much there, all this lint. All that, definitely enough that probably could have caught on fire inside my dryer.